Greetings again, gang. Okay, it's Friday lunch, and I think we'll take a step away from the fallout from the Trump trial for a little bit. I wanted to show you a new generator that's on the market, okay, which is this one. Now, the company is Dabbsson. They are not a new generator company. This is the first time I've ever reviewed one of their generators. However, this is a new product. This is just rolling out now. They're taking orders now for delivery by the sometime in June, okay, to give you an idea. It's basically your standard generator, okay? It's got their claims, again, 2,000 watt output, okay, 1,024 watt hours, charges on up to 1,200 watts of solar, charges, again, like everything else, through an AC wall outlet, through solar, through generator charging. You can plug this into your gas generator, whatever, okay. It is lithium iron phosphate. Nice thing about this one is it is rated for 4,500 cycles before it will only hold 80% capacity, where most everything else I've ever seen is 3,500. So that's nice. Has a 15-year lifespan, where most everything else is pretty much around 10. Okay. 5-year warranty. That is excellent. Okay. 3-year base warranty plus the 2-year extended warranty when you purchase it through them. Okay. The nice part about it is the cost. Now, normally on retail, this will go for $999. Okay. On this rollout, they are selling it for $649. Now, if we've got 2,000 watts of output and $649, you're talking somewhere in the realm of 30 cents a watt, guys. That's cheap. Now, I've watched a whole bunch of videos from other content creators over the years on other Dabbsson products. And the other content creators all really like the generator. But again, because this is brand new, I'm pretty much the first one to review this one. So I'm going to put it through some tests. We're going to see how it charges, and we're going to see how it actually runs, and we're going to go from there. Okay, so the first thing I did was I ran this out with the portable solar array that I built a few weeks back that you guys saw. And I wanted to test the solar charging capability of it. Now, they claim it'll take up to 1,200 watts of solar. My portable array here is 790, okay? So I couldn't do it. But I figured it would give me a percentage. Now, I had a perfectly sunny day, as you can see here. And so I ran the solar in perfect sun, okay? Couldn't get any better. I was able to get 600 watts of input at the max. So, and I know those solar panels will charge up to 99% because they're the exact same ones I've got running my home system, and I will get 1550 in perfect sun out of a potential 1580 capacity. So 600 watts in there tells me 75% is more accurate to what they get. So looking at 900 watts of solar input in a field test. In their perfect testing environment, maybe they got 1,200. In the field, I got 9. All right, so for this part, what I'm going to do is I want to test the output on here. And so what I've got it hooked up to is my toaster here, which obviously is a high drain device, and I want to see if this thing can handle up around 2,000 watts of output. So if we kick the toaster on, and if you look here on the output, we are easily kicking 1,765 watts. So yes, this does have 2,000 watt output. I did try this off camera with Mrs. P's teapot there, which is another high drain device. That put us way over 2,000 watts and everything did trip. So 2,000 watts. But as you can see down here, and I know the print is extremely tiny, but it's doing 1,754, 55 output. and said it can run at that for 8 hours. So that's really positive. So let's get rid of the toaster there, and we'll kind of move on to the next part. All right, so far pretty good. Pros and cons of it, things along these lines, and just some basic overall stuff. I mean, as for anything else, you've got your USB, your USB-C plugs, you're all set there, okay? Weight-wise, this is not heavy at all. 35 pounds, okay? And it's got 2 molded plastic handles, which make it very easy to carry, and no worries about screws popping out and the handles coming through because it's all part of the case. I like that. It has a light here in the front. Oop, I hit the wrong button, might have. There it is. So you can light up a small area in the dark at night off of it. It gets different brightness. Also could work as a strobe. And then we can shut it off. There we go. It's got 4 AC plugs here on the side. I know for some people that's a pro, for some people that it's a con. I prefer them on the front because then you can put it in a corner. These are on the side, so they're right here. Okay, so as you're looking at the unit this way on your right-hand side. It has an EPS system as opposed to a UPS system. You know, the uninterrupted power supply, this has an emergency power supply. So yes, you can plug your refrigerator into it and it'll back up your fridge and then only kick on the generator when the power goes out. It's basically the same as the UPS, they just call it EPS, okay? You know, power, you're running off the grid, and this is just there for your backup. It is semi-solid state for battery. Like I said, lithium iron phosphate, that's good. It is pure sine wave, that is also good. Overall, this is a good unit. It is expandable. This is the one thing that I forgot to mention here real quick. You can expand this unit with extra batteries. Each one of these will take 2 extra batteries, and you can also plug in to it another main unit like this and 2 more batteries. So you could get yourself up to 10,240 watt hours, okay? Downside to it, yes, you could expand all of that. It does not handle 240 volt, okay? Do not think this is a unit that you're going to be using with a transfer switch and a whole house system, even though you could, okay? But you're only gonna run your 120. That's something to be aware of. Now, with the unit this size, chances are that's not what you're planning on doing. This is more for the portability function. So this is something you'd hook up to a refrigerator or a freezer or something you keep the lights on with. Maybe you're running a window unit, air conditioner or something off of it. That's more of what this is. This, even though it could be used as a whole home unit because of its expandable capabilities, that's not the best use for this. The advantage to this one, more than anything else, I mean, it's got some of the bells and whistles. I mean, it supposedly charges fast, okay? As you saw earlier, I could not prove that. It charged well, but it was not getting the 1,200 watts of solar that they figure. I mean, I figure by math, I couldn't get it more than 900. But charging on AC, sure, no problem, it gets to 1,200. It's not the same as the 1,600 that you'll get out of other units. So it's fast, but it's not the fastest unit out there. Things like that, all right, we'll get it. It's a solid unit. But for $649 for 2,000 watts of output, that's extremely attractive. And yes, this will work with any of the portable solar panels or any of the rigid panels you've got. You saw I hooked it up to rigid panels. I mean, it's literally the same connectors I use for my EcoFlows to plug it in. You know, MC4s to get into the wire and then the connector that goes in here. Simple as that. So pretty standard stuff. But if you're interested, I will put the link below I will put the coupon code below. Like I said, $649. That is going to be a limited time deal. It will go back to $9.99, which again is your pretty much industry standard right now of 50 cents a watt hour, which is what the market seems to have brought everything down to. If you're in for something, certainly look at this. This is something that you can get on the cheap at the moment. And yes, we are going to give one of these away. It will be done on tomorrow night's live stream, along with the Lion Cooler that we talked about the other day. So we'll have 2 giveaways tomorrow night. So in order to enter for this one, you will need to you need to put a comment below this video, and this video only. So I will be pulling from 2 different videos tomorrow. But to win this one, you will need to put the state in which you live in, which of course has to be the lower 48. I've got the generator, so shipping it to you. Okay, so it'll be coming directly from me. And you must enter, what do we want to put? With everything going on, who you think now Trump should pick as his running mate. How about that one? We'll put that in there. We will do the drawing at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. It's always been at 9 p.m. Eastern, guys. So must be present to win. We will pick a name, random comment picker, like we always do. Person will have 3 minutes to reply that they are in fact in the live stream, and then they, provided it's a valid entry, and then they will be the winner of a new Dabbsson DBS1000 Pro. So that's what we got on this one. Have a good rest of the day. Who knows what's coming up. Pinball out.